Hello. Hello there. Bit late for stream, and if you're watching the VOD, then skip 5 minutes ahead. If you're watching the VOD, skip 5 minutes ahead. Just skip 5 minutes ahead. Skip 5 minutes ahead to get to the discussion. Thank you. A bit late to stream today, like always, but it's okay. It isn't a Brudda mic stream without being a bit late. But I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend and is now chillaxing tonight on this fine Sunday evening. Alright, so let me see. Perfect. This does not have altered content. Okay, perfect. I did it all before. Alright, let me open up chat. How is everybody doing today? Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Oh. Control panel. What is up, Tops Casino? How are you doing today, my friend? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Boom. I'm in. What is up, Frank Horgan? Okay, boom. How are you two doing today, my friends? Tops Casino and Frank Horgan. Oh. Ah, yes. Well, what I have today are some chicken nuggies. Very excited to be eating these delectable chicken nuggies. Hello, Gaming History. How are you doing today, my friend? Perfection. How's everyone doing tonight? Is everyone having a wonderful night? I've got a nice Nuka-Cola here. Beautiful. I did. And I formed them into dinosaurs. Caw-caw, caw-caw. It'd more be like, and then the end. And then boom, and they're all dead. And what are they remembered by? We now eat them in chicken form. What a world we live in. Am I right? What is up, damn surfer? How you doing today, my friend? How's everyone doing tonight? I got some exciting videos I'm going to be doing the next 2 days. I'm very excited. What's cooking? Everything. Everything's cooking. I'm just cooking all the time. Also, how would you guys feel about this potentially? Thinking about doing a Brudda Mike cooking stream. But I'm thinking about making the Nuka-Cola from the Fallout cookbook. But then taking all those ingredients and making a mead with it. Because for those who don't know, I have a little side hobby is I like to make my own mead, a honey wine. And so maybe I can, and then give you guys updates on the Discord and stuff, on how it looks and whatnot. I don't know what we're doing that. I have a feeling, I don't know yet. We're gonna chat for a little bit, and then probably hop into a game. Yes, I have a few that are aging right now. I do not. I want to get it though. I really, really want to get it. I only have one more nugget left. That's it, and then we'll get to chatting. Only one more nugget left. Listen to this crunch. Isn't that delicious? How delicious. I don't know. Maybe we'll hop into some Red Dead Redemption roleplay. Even though I know some of you don't like it that much. But tomorrow, we're gonna sit down, force myself to play some more Lonesome Road, and then I think play a little bit of Fallout 3. What is up, RedM Rp? That was a welcome from the pterodactyl. This is my last one. I only had one left. I'm sorry, my friend. Alright. I lied. This is actually my last one. What is up, Swiftdick? That's it. So many crumbs. Alright. Okay. We're hopping right in. So, let's talk about season 2 of the Fallout show. Am I pleased with it? Sort of. I haven't started my big rewatch yet. I'm gonna start doing that tomorrow morning. Just because I was binging all of A Night in the Seven. But, basically... Oh my gosh, it's an earthquake! It seems that they just wanted to get to a few plot points, and those are very polished. But, it's like they didn't know exactly how to get there. Where Lucy and the ghoul start is just out of nowhere, like... It is a cool... What's the clip of Doom? I was right about the NCR and them fragmenting their forces, probably in spawnable units. Those guys are probably marched into Freeset and were probably all they could get in such a short notice. Most likely, my friend. What is up, Jacob C? Yes, Kermit the Frog. I'm still confused. They just started painting these, like... Everyone I've talked to is just vaguely confused. Those who don't... If you don't play the games, you don't know what's going on at all right now. You're like, okay, bad Legion guys marching, NCR people who got destroyed are now back. And they have lots of soldiers. How is this possible? You know? I've been talking to some people who watch the show, but they never play the games. And they're like, oh, so... They're like, what's the Vegas game about? And I'm like, I don't know. After this show, I don't know what it's about. They kind of, I don't know. I think they went about it completely wrong. And it all started with trying to appease to everybody, which has led to not appeasing to anybody. Like, the only people who got some cool stuff are like... well, we got the cool shot with the NCR. A lot of Mr. House stuff. Almost like they should have just went with Mr. House. That would have left these two other factions not completely destroyed, and you could have gone somewhere with it. But now they're just like both former shells of themselves, but now they're not. The Legion has thousands of men out of nowhere. The NCR is back, but we don't know where they're at. Mr. House is now literally the most powerful figure in the Wasteland now with Cold Fusion and the Lucky 38. I think people really completely underestimate what that means and everything he can do and how he will not be giving it up. And if they do give it up, then they've totally lost the plot, just like Liberty Prime. We don't need another Liberty Prime. We just need you to try and take over the existing Liberty Prime. And that Liberty Prime show up. And if there even is a fight, OG Liberty Prime will win, so it doesn't matter. He's the OG. And there also just is not possible ways to make a new Liberty Prime post-war. You would need the help of the Institute, and even they probably wouldn't be able to do it in the short amount of time that I have a feeling that this Quintus's Brotherhood will be able to do it with literal clerics. Everyone thinks the one is some... Yeah, it is. It really is. It's the Rise of Skywalker, whatever the movie is called, where they say somehow Palpatine... Yeah, exactly. Agreed, Kermit. Why did he hide when Lucy... Well, probably because he was unsure. And probably didn't want to show his hand or go back out and say, we saw Mr. House in the Lucky 38. How they... Yeah, that's the other thing. You know, they could be like, oh, we found Liberty Prime all ready to go in Area 51. When it was supposed to be like super duper level, top secret type stuff. And I don't know. Saved by the Bell. Yeah, just doesn't make much sense to me. But what do I know? And also, me being able to predict how the season will end, like almost major plot point by plot point, is not good. You shouldn't have a YouTuber with 1,300 and... Let's check what it's at right now. 1,325. Oh no, I had 2 unsubs. 325 people. 1,325 people subscribe our channel. Should not be able to predict what is going to happen when your show, your finale. And a lot of those predictions I held from the start. Like, the minute they showed that Hank was now wiping people's minds and stuff, and that's how they had to go, I went, oh, he's going to try and chip Lucy or something. He's gonna try and chip Lucy, and then it's obviously not going to work, because that wouldn't make any sense to leave Lucy chipped up at the end of the, show. It wouldn't make any sense. It'd be horrible to just have your main, like, protagonist, Lucy, just lose her mind like that. So I knew they weren't going to do that. But I knew I called Hank wiping himself episodes before. I called it from the start that if they show it, like, that he's going to think he's going to find her in LA and he's not going to find his wife. But I think everybody kind of knew that. For people who thought he was going to find his wife. What is up? Irredactionable. I want to see the East Coast regulators mount up and take the ghoul's finger. He killed Eric Estra's kids. Hey. I liked how they changed the ghoul. I would love to see the regulators in the show, and that they've spread out. Also, someone was saying this yesterday in chat, but wouldn't it be sick if we saw, like, in the future game, like, because theoretically the Minutemen didn't have to die, and what if they got, like, big and started sending out their own chapters into areas, and you could meet them? That'd be pretty cool. But I think Bethesda should stop reusing factions, potentially. Is that a crazy take? Should we make new factions and such? But the thing is the Brotherhood of Steel will always be in it, so we're always going to see the Brotherhood of Steel in future games. I would be shocked if we didn't. West Coast regulators versus East Coast regulators. Yeah, exactly. I also don't think Mr. House wants to show him, but I think he's gonna hear Lucy and Maximus talking about the stuff going on and how they're slightly involved, and he's gonna realize that, oh, I'm gonna use these people to go after the Enclave. Especially because I have a feeling Lucy will say something about Hank being her father, and that she needs to stop the Enclave, and Mr. House is gonna go, bingo. And then he's going to strap up. My prediction, they go into the lucky 38 penthouse. and they walk in and they look in the bathtub and it's the courier skeleton. He overdosed in the bathtub off Jet, and Mr. House is like, take his Pip-Boy, and it's the Pip-Boy 3 billion. And Maximus is sporting the Pip-Boy 3 billion. Or Pimp-Boy 3 billion. And Mr. House's face is on it. And they venture off to wherever this enclave will be, which will be the same place Cooper's going. I think that's obvious. And then they'll meet up in the end of the season. But first there'll be a battle for Vegas. That now they have to open up this third season with a big battle. Are we gonna just see what happens after? Or are we gonna get some cool stuff? Because if we're gonna have a huge NCR Legion battle and then Liberty Prime in the same season, that's a lot of money spent. You guys already know where I'm going. That's not enough money to do Vegas any more justice than they haven't. So, what I'm saying is that they've dug themselves in a money hole here with the season that didn't do as well. Because, my lord, there are a lot of people who feel the exact same way that I do about the show and some of the stuff they're doing with the plot. Like, it's insane. Phase 2 is taking over Topside. That's what I think it is. I think Phase 1 was wiping the slate clean, and the Enclave just couldn't do it. They weren't able to do it. And so the pre-war Enclave, which it would make sense that the OG Enclave would preserve themselves so then they could come to power when the surface is wiped clean, because what is it worth starting a cause and dying and not seeing the end of it? So that's why we're seeing these scientists wake up. They've been slowly waking up people, maybe. But in that Phase 2 is domination over the fully taking over. The start of Reclamation Day is what I think Phase 2 is. And so I also believe it's why the all-clear signal has not been sent. Maybe this might be the all-clear signal finally being sent, but who knows. Even though it wasn't it never able to be sent or whatever. Because the top side would have to be empty, but how would they know that? I definitely feel they need to slow down. They're going to finish the show, and we're still going to wait years for the next game that Todd says will take place after the events of the show. Exactly. Which I hope they're starting it now and they don't have an end game, and so the events of the show barely affect what happens in the game. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. And a Fallout, I'm sorry, but a Fallout New Vegas remaster and a 3 remaster is amazing, but that's like 2 months of holding back the storm, and then people go, okay, I played through it. Like 3 months or so of hype, and then people will be going, okay, where's the next one? We've already played all this stuff. Thanks for the running mechanics and updated graphics, but and maybe some added stuff in, maybe, but it's gonna be the same thing as Oblivion. So I don't know. Brudda gang, we here. What is up, Smoking Monkey? How are you doing today, my friend? Also, what is up, Thanos the Menace? How are you doing? I'd kill for a game without the BOS in it. So overused, it isn't even funny. Yeah, they need to take a step back. But I think it's an integral part of Fallout's Bethesda now, so. Would Lucy or Maximus actually know of Mr. House? I don't think they actually would, but Mr. House didn't know who they were. Mr. House, the ghouls told Lucy all about Mr. House. Same with her father. They both reference him a lot and what he built and how he protected Vegas. The ghoul tells her a lot about Mr. House before they even get near Vegas. But do you hope Maxon nukes Quintus? Yeah. I don't think Quintus has a shot at surviving. You don't think Phase 2 is released FAV in the vault? I think phase 2 is a larger grand scale thing. Um, that's what I think. I don't think it's just the vault, but that may be a part of phase 2. Who knows? That's honestly what they could do, Kermit. It would be funny if they skipped ahead 2 years or something and Lucy and Maximus were someplace far away from Vegas and they don't answer what happened in Vegas. That's something they might actually do. They honestly, I would not be shocked if they pulled something like that, but they can't now. Like, they can't. So I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna go because you're now this next season it's gonna be a fight over plot time, and we see what they do, guys. They every single episode, I think almost, they had us for 20 minutes minimum in this Betty versus the Snack Club, and at least 4 episodes. For all this build up for it to go nowhere. We don't know anything that happened. We don't see anything that happened. The last we see of them is her asking for the water back. And that's it. So, what's going on there? And, yeah. As a Halo fan, I wish the Halo show was like the Fallout show. I guess maybe it's why I'm more forgiving with the Fallout show, because in my mind, I'm like, it could be a whole lot worse. Yeah. Exactly. Like, I'm not dissing it. Yo, brother Mike, did you see that Game 3 made Fallout videos this past couple of days? I did not. I did not, Pablo Vostok. Ah, my jaw. Oh, we're about to get into the game. I made an executive decision, which you guys probably won't like, and that is Red Dead Redemption roleplay. So I was playing earlier today by myself, by my lonesome, and I finally learned how to ranch. I got robbed. What else happened? Something else happened, too. I forget, but I got robbed and I learned how to ranch. And I can make a lot of money ranching. I can make a lot of money ranching, and it's easy. Besides me probably getting robbed while doing it. But I don't carry much money on me anymore. So that's the number one thing. Don't carry a lot of money on you unless you're about to buy something. I'm freezing now. Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn down the light and we will get started. So flood the chat with some questions. I actually may go take a quick whiz as well. Flood the Biden blast. Hot dog. They should turn the snack club into a fight club. That's what it's gonna definitely turn into. I just don't know why they do my boy like that. They give him all that time. I just feel like they were like, what do we do with the vaults? Let's have him turn on him. They could have done it so much better. They really could have done it so much better. And then killing off Woody, most likely. Watch them never address what happens to Woody. Maximus is not the father. They're fine. I mean, they try to establish canon endings to go with the show. There is, but they also said a solid couple of dumb things. Yeah, I've noticed bigger channels will get big stuff wrong. And then people are like,
well, they said in this part, this just happened in the games. And it's like, no, I know who you learned that from. It was just from a YouTuber, so stop it, please.
Same with being a Resident Evil fan. Those live actions are, well, not good enough. Well, I like the first one a lot, though. I'm trying to think if I've seen them. I probably have. And you don't know what happens. Actually, skipping ahead is probably going to be the last episode with... yeah, retcon the entire series at the end of it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it all. I don't want them to royally mess up Liberty Prime, is really where I'm at. That's really where I'm at. Alright, my friends. So... Oops, I did not change you guys over. 1 second. Why isn't it opening? Oh. Hello, my
pretties.
Oh. Perfect. You just got chungused, by the way. RedM, please.
I'm hacking into the mainframe as we speak. I'm hacking into the mainframe.
Uh-oh. It's okay, that happens sometimes. Oh, my lord. I'm a little bit pooped today, so stream might not be as long, but tomorrow's will be big. I don't gotta go out in the wasteland tomorrow. I'm gonna try and make some nice videos. I know Tuesday's video will be big, so... What's going on? What is happening? Hopefully we don't have to restart stream. I may have to restart my computer. Okay. An error occurred in module AMDXC64DLL. What does this mean? Should I... Sometimes you gotta do this. It's over, boys. Cheese it. Which in-game Fallout food would you think would taste good? I bet a Deathclaw steak would be scrumptious. I don't know what that was. Hopefully it wasn't anything bad. Sin County roleplay 18 plus. That's a whole lot of people online. I was hoping for... Uh-oh. It's gonna cook me, isn't it? I may just need to upgrade one of my drivers. That usually fixes everything when... I walked a lonesome road. I knew it. What's going on? Let me see. Is there something up in here? Ooh. Let's update my driver. What's wrong? All of her adventures are just a dream. Yeah, and she's married to Chet, her cousin. Preparing package. Okay, affirmative. What? Yes. Continue. I wonder if this is gonna cook like my stream. Yeah, I don't know what that even was. That last season was rough. I mean, I couldn't really get through it. Like, I don't know a single person that was satisfied with that. Well, 50th time's the chance. Yeah, I don't know why stuff like that just goes into development hell. What's taking so long with this?